was just a possibility that there wouldn't be.
Oh.
Yeah.
We weren't really sure what that meant.
Suddenly came back to life. Francis fell and landed dead center in the hammock.
No.
Thankfully, he wasn't dead. The hammock broke his fall as he slid off to the side and landed on his stomach.
Hey, I'm doing it.
As Tommy and Freedom helped Francis. I'm not dead, Francis said, brushing himself off. That was a lucky
You
fall.
have two of them?
You know, if you
Yeah,
hadn't
that's
scared
why I
me
gave
like
you that
I
one.
wouldn't have fallen at all.
But feel this. Feel the top of that. It feels like you could hit a hammer with it, and it won't even. See, you could hit a hammer with it, and it wouldn't even.
Out of 22 families who sailed on the Mayflower, he said, we're one of the few who have
Like what I was going to
survived
do was
landing in the New World. You're
like
still
when I was
alive
born.
thanks to Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
Liberty, I turned and ran back to him. You
Like,
did it, I said.
If you said go,
Liberty half
like
smiled
before
as
you
he
said go,
replied,
like
yes,
me and Emily
it
would
worked.
clean up.
She
So
would
when
stop
you said
breathing for a few
we would have everything already cleaned up and
She was afraid for Layla.
Oh, was she? So what are you doing there, Em?
I'm just gonna do this, and then like whenever I come up to it, I'm gonna take out.
Oh, so you're pinning it so you'll know where your hem's gonna be?
I was just trimming it because it had things sticking out.
She's not really sure. She thinks that she's gonna hang it like from maybe our ceiling.
Like
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be like a shooting star kind of, but in
Oh, hey, Daddy, guess what I learned about yesterday in
What?
science? That comets literally aren't. People get confused with comets and think they're shooting stars. But
Oh.
I've got a question for you. Do you remember the last time that Halley's Comet passed?
I forget what year it was. Yeah, it's like every so many.
Yeah,
Lots
it's
of
every
years.
like 60.
Yeah, I forget.
26 years.
It was in my lifetime. I remember it happening. I just can't
Mama
remember when.
said that she remembers it too. She just didn't remember
Yeah.
when because
Are you fixing to sew? I just was gonna. I'm gonna stay and watch you sew because I never watched you much on the sewing machine. So
Alright.
I don't want to not rushing you at
Yeah,
all.
sorry. I'm just.
No, you're doing fine.
I've got to do this, Daddy.
No, you want to do it right. No, I know. You do it right. You do a good job with it. We had to get some new needles recently. When was it? Last week or two ago?
Yeah.
When we got new needles.
Yeah. And guess what?
You already broke a couple?
Yeah, because guess what?
What?
It's almost impossible to sew in this fabric.
Yeah. Well, you have to have first off, you have to go really slow.
I've gone into each needle. I've tried each
Well,
one. And,
we need to
like,
talk to
almost
Uncle Eric
none of
because
them.
he sews really heavy-duty fabric all the time.
But,
So there's a way to do it. You either got to use the right speed or the right stitch. See, some stitches.
So the rest of it, I just did by hand.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
want
that's
to break
good.
anymore.
Well, see, if you do like a certain type of stitch, it's not going to do it because it's wanting to tie a knot or something and you'll break it. So. What are you doing, kid?
I'm like making Daddy's present.
Awesome.
Yeah, because the other time I taught her how to hand sew.
Oh.
Like, and before I've let her push the pedal and I've moved it, but so she's.
Yeah, you got to be careful with your fingers.
Yeah. It's easier to do that
But that's okay.
That's why I'm giving her
Kitty cat. It's our friend's little puppy. How are you doing, Abby?
Good.
Love you.
Love you.
You want to say hey to Grammy?
Yes, sir.
I'm videoing for Grammy and Aunt Casey and your cousins.
I'm gonna put the cup right there so I can eat it.
What'd you say, Em?
I said I made that to start.
Okay.
Here you go, Layla.
You enjoying your time off from school, Em?
Yes, I do. If I can get it on, that is.
Yeah.
For a minute, I thought maybe I should leave. But I said to myself, how often can you pop in and have a chat with one of your all-time heroes? I mean, it's one thing to read about the Pilgrims and the leader.
It sounds like it's the cat has lit up.
Be able to ask an person any intelligent question you can think of.
Like the rain has.
I went a bit too fast.
Ways, the last
actually this one. I can just move.
Love you, Em.
Love you, Dad.
See you, Jim.
Thank you.
Hello.
I said.